Hello, 7th grade bass clarinets. It's Mr. Y, obviously. I'm going to walk you through your finals for the end of the year this year in 7th grade. On the bass clarinet, we have number 187, low range study, number 189, legato study, number 190, articulation etude, and number 193, tonguing exercise. I'm going to kind of walk you through these, show you some of the pitfalls, show you some things you may want to practice, and then I'll do a little performance of it too so you can see how it sounds. So, starting with number 187, low range study. This one obviously is all about low notes. Starts on that low F there. Remember, on the bass clarinet, you've got the 3 keys on the one side, or most bass clarinets do anyway. The low F is the front one. Remember, the front, center one, or of course you can use the other key over here. You've got some low E's in this one also. Remember, low E is this one right here, or you can use the center one over here. There are some low A's, of course, too, and some low G's, and nothing else too serious here. In terms of your key signature, watch out, you've got B flats, but no other flats, so that shouldn't be a really very big deal. Remember, on all these quizzes, you can go as fast or slow as you want to, as long as it's nice and steady, so it doesn't have to be, really fast or anything like that. I'm going to play kind of a medium speed here. Also in this one, some slurs to watch out for, but nothing too hard in terms of notes or rhythms or anything like that. Let me just play it through for you. Also no dynamics on that one, so you can play whatever dynamic you want to. I just did a kind of a nice healthy mezzo forte to make sure I get a good sound all the way through. That's probably a good idea on that one. Again, the B flats, nothing too serious in terms of other stuff. Just make sure you get the slurs in the right place. 189, legato study. This one's a little more challenging in terms of key signature because you've got F sharp and C sharp in your key signature. So remember, the Fs are not going to be F, they're going to be F sharp, okay, or down low, of course, F sharp, although in this case, you don't have any low F sharps, so you don't really have to worry about it. The only F sharp you have to worry about is this one. You do have to worry about some C sharps, though, and that, remember, is 3 fingers plus this side key right here for the C sharp. Okay. There are some dynamics on this one. It starts out piano, and then we have one of these, a little wave, and then another little wave, and then kind of a big wave on the second line. It goes up in the first measure and then comes back down in the last measure. So, just some slight dynamic variations here to worry about, but nothing too serious. I'll play it through right at the beginning. Obviously, legato study is all about being smooth because that's what legato means. Nice and smooth, nice and long notes, kind of like a chorale, this one is really. Okay, 190, articulation etude. This one, I think, is the hardest one of the 4 finals just because you've got to go into 2 high notes at the very end of the song. You'll notice in the very last measure, you have a C, high C. Now remember, high C is the same as low F, so 6 fingers plus that bottom center pinky key, or again, you can use your left hand one if you want to, plus your thumb key in the back. That's the high C. And then the high B, of course, is the same thing except with your B key, which is the same as your low E key, by the way. So if you play low E and then just flip your thumb key in the back, you'll hear it automatically go up. Unless you squeak. My key is sticking a little bit. I'll do the best I can on this one. I think I need to fix this clarinet. On this one also, though, you've got some dynamic changes, nothing too serious. First measure forte, mezzo forte up to forte, then there's a little decrescendo and then back up at the end of the first line. Second line starts at forte and then goes down to mezzo forte and crescendos back up to forte. There are some staccatos and some slurs in this one as well. You'll see on the first line it starts out with the slur and then the staccato. Ti-ya-ta-ta, ti-ya-ta-ta, ti-ya-ti-ya-ta. On the second line, it's the opposite. Ta-ta-ti-ya-ta-ta-ti-ya-ta-ta-ta-ta. So sometimes it's the same notes, but with different articulations. Be very careful. Okay. Like I said, really the last two measures is the hardest part for me, so you may want to practice that one a lot. You can hear I had a little trouble going from the A to the B and then the high C. I'd have to work on that one a little more to get a really good sound, but let me do the whole thing for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Like I said, once you get the hang of those high notes, the rest of it's, really not all that hard. No sharps and flats in the key signature, by the way, for that one. So your friend from 4th grade, Mr. B Flat Concert. Okay, last but not least, the tonguing exercise number 193. This one is in D major. We have F sharp and C sharp in the key signature. So remember your F sharps again, and of course your C sharps again. In this one, yep, you don't have any high F sharps or high C sharps, nothing too serious here. So it's just this F sharp right here and this C sharp right here. Remember, all of them are like that. All of them are sharp, unless it says natural right by the note, and there aren't any in this case. Okay. So tonguing exercise, again, a lot of slurs, a lot of staccatos on this one. That's the important thing, obviously, because it's called tonguing exercise. Okay, so right at the top. I messed up a couple of the staccatos just a little bit. I think I'll do this one more time just to get it really good. That might be a measure to focus on right there. Okay, so let me start again at the beginning. No. Yeah, that is right. It just sounds wrong for some reason. All right, one more time at the top. I think probably in terms of technique, that last measure is probably the hardest one. Because you got the C sharps and then the F sharp. That's a little awkward sometimes on the bass clarinet. I really love the bass clarinet. It's got such a great rich sound to it. So make sure you're using lots of good air. Remember to focus your energy on little parts if you find a little trouble spot that you need to practice. Other than that, good luck. I think this one will be good.